What's going on, guys? Welcome to this video. We are going to be discussing the whole point of this video is basically going over the World Championships, my competition, the World Championships. I'm not really sure what I want to say or where I want to go with this. Don't know. I just feel that I want to jump in front of the camera and speak to you about the World Championships. So, firstly, I'd like to say thank you, properly thank you to everyone that reached out to me personally or in the comments leading up to it. You know, it really does mean a lot. It genuinely really does mean a lot for someone to wish me well and mean it, you know, and offer me good luck or send words of wisdom or advice, or, you know, just reach out to me, you know, before the competition, both in the comment sections, by email, or Facebook messages, or, you know, even text. You know, it really does mean a lot. I don't feel, I've never really been someone who feels like, at least, that they've had many people in their corner, you know, or that want them to kind of do well or believe in them, you know. And I mean, with rightly so, you know, there's been many points in my life where, you know, I've not really given many people any reason to believe in myself, including myself, you know. I've not kind of done anything to deserve that, but nonetheless, you know, for someone to actually, for so many people, you know, literally so many people kind of be in my corner, offer me good luck, wish me well, and kind of believe in me, it really does mean a lot. So I would really like to thank you for that. You know, I mean, anyone who has, I've already personally thanked. The people who I've also personally thanked, you know, I'm not someone who likes to publicly maybe thank each and every single individual. You know, I'd rather reach out to them personally, which I have done. You know, and yeah, it's just, I would like to say thanks. So on to the competition. I had the best competition of my life, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, everything just went to plan. Everything went right. I finished with a 317.5 kilo squat, which was also a 700 pound squat, which is unbelievable. You know, it's a massive milestone, you know. 180 kilo bench. We, in hindsight, definitely had 182.5, maybe 185 in there, probably 182.5 in there, you know. But we played it slightly safe, which is the right thing to do on a platform such as the World Championships, you know. And the 322.5 kilo deadlift, or the 710 pound kilo deadlift, we had 327.5 kilos down, and then we realised that with the 315 we pulled, we had already 100% secured 4th place on the deadlifts, and the bronze medalist, the person who got the bronze medal on the deadlift, was pulling 330. Now, they were lighter than me, so I would have had to have pulled 332.5 to guarantee bronze. So the way we looked at it is, well, why take a gamble with a heavier weight such as 327.5 when it doesn't matter if he pulls 327.5 or 322.5 if he pulls it, because if he pulls 330 and even I pull 330, he'll still get bronze because of a lighter body weight. So we took the safe option and hope he missed. Now, he pulled it, and he pulled it, so, you know, he got it. In hindsight, 332.5 wasn't there, you know, so there's no point being upset about it, you know. Again, in hindsight, we left probably 5 kilos in the tank in deadlifts. Would 330 have been there? I am not confident in saying it would have been. I am very confident in saying 327.5 would have been there. You know, so we left about 2.5 kilos in the tank on bench, possibly 5. Left about 5 kilos, possibly 7.5 in deadlifts, you know. So we kind of are still sitting around a potential 830 kilo total, which is really good, you know, because it means that moving into the British, it will be a lot easier to continue to hit new personal bests, because if we left 5 kilos in the tank at the World Championships on bench, then hitting a 185 kilo bench at the British will be easier. It was a perfect day, you know. I felt great. Strength levels were there. I executed to a T. I executed to a extremely high level, you know, with regards to 3 white lights and every completed lift. And there's nothing that I can be unhappy about. You know, it was a perfect day for the current potential that I have. You know, I walked away with a bronze medal from the World Championships, which is not something many people can say they do. In my first World Championships, you know, and I'm very, very pleased with that. I simply turned up and I put on a display and I showed myself what I was capable of with the current capabilities I have. You know, I don't feel that I underperformed. I performed to the exact performance levels that I have. Now, what we need to understand is that that's not something that I want to dwell on. You know, I mean, I had a great performance. I kind of re-broke all my kind of Scottish and British records. You know, that performance also left me the number one, or has made me now the number one ranked junior and also number one ranked senior in Scotland. You know, so I'm the number one ranked lifter on Wilkes score, which basically means I'm number one ranked lifter over every age class and every weight class. And as far as my wear, it has left me the number one ranked junior lifter in Britain on Wilkes over every age, over every weight category, sorry, as a junior. Now, being the number one ranked junior in Britain is pretty insane, you know. Again, I would need to triple check that, you know, but I mean, it's not bad, you know. It's a great place to be in, and I'm really proud of bringing it. Now, that's not where I want to kind of be, though. I don't want to just kind of be that level, you know. I want to obviously be higher than that, you know. So upon reflecting on it, you know, maybe moving forwards on the squats, on the day I feel my foot placement was a little bit inconsistent. If you watch my third attempt, my foot placement was wider than what it was in my second attempt. I feel that my third attempt it was a little bit wider than what it should be, what it normally is. So that's definitely something that I'm going to need to kind of remedy moving forwards, you know. So that was a slight mistake that luckily didn't affect anything. However, it's not acceptable to be making silly mistakes like that on a world platform, you know, when you're competing at a top 5 in the world level. You know, that's not acceptable, so that's something I'm going to remedy moving forwards. Bench press, I'm going to need to start becoming a lot more aware of what I'm actually able to do. You know, I need to be I need to just be more aware of the bencher I am. You know I could have squatted 317.5 kilos. I know I could have pulled 322.5 kilos when I was going out for it. With the 180 bench, you know, I was obviously very confident going for it, but you know, I'm not really that sure what I was capable of, you know. Whereas with squats, I was like, I know for a fact that I'm capable of 317.5, and I'm probably not capable of much more, you know. Same with deadlifts, but with bench, I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of good between 177.5 and 187.5, and that's not really good. So I need to be more aware of my benching, you know, which I am getting, and it will improve. Deadlifts, again, went very well. On third attempt, due to some overexcitement, I lost a little bit of tightness. I wasn't as tight as I was in my second attempt. I lost a little bit of tightness, and again, that's something that I'm going to be able to kind of manage. I need to be able to be as excited as that, but also be a lot more calm when I touch the bar. So they're the kind of three things that I feel I need to work on, you know, moving forwards. In competition, in the gym now, you know, it's a case of improving my work capacity. So I need to improve my work capacity, you know, gain a little bit of muscle, still got some weight to gain, so, you know, can fill out my weight class a bit more, be a little bit bigger, you know, mainly get bigger in my arms and my shoulders. I need to improve my upper back, my thoracic strength and stability, you know. I feel that I'm kind of rounding over a little bit more than I would like to, or collapsing a little bit more on squats. So, you know, stuff like front squats are going to help that really kind of target that thoracic strength, which we've done. I feel that I need to improve my technique in all three lifts, which will come from just doing the lifts, and, you know, just more training time. Get a whole lot better, and bring a much better package for the British Championships, you know, and I will do that. I am extremely proud of myself, but I also am aware that, you know, there's a lot to improve on. I feel my performance showed a lot more potential than actual product. You know, I feel that it showed me I've got more potential than what than actual product on the day, and I feel that I've learnt a lot. You know, and we're going to really apply it moving forward. We're going to come better. You know, I mean, I'm wanting to tack on about 5 kilos to my squat, about 7.5 to my bench, and I'm looking to pull about 330 to 332.5 on my deadlifts. At the British, that is kind of the goals, you know, so I want to total about 840, well, I want to total 842.5 at the British, and then that will qualify me for European and Worlds next year. And I've got next year is my last year as a junior, and I want to bring home the gold medals at both the Europeans and the Worlds. You know, I feel that I have the potential to do it. I most definitely have the potential to do it. I need to stay injury free. I have started seeing a physical therapist as well. I'm very dysfunctional through my hips, which he's improved already, so I'll be improving on that. And yeah, just I'm going to be improving my recovery, you know, as in not doing more of it but being more intelligent with it, improving the way I move, improving my positioning in the movements, improving work capacity, getting stronger, getting bigger, more training time, better technique, just getting maximally stronger, and bring an 842.5 kilo package to the British Championships, which will win. Do what I need to do, set me up to go to the Europeans and the Worlds, and that will benefit me massively, you know, will benefit me absolutely massively. So very, very pleased with how it went, but also very, very aware of how much better I can be, what I need to work on, what I need to improve on, and I'm extremely pleased and excited to get into it. I've already trained 3 times this week. I trained Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We're training Saturday, and yeah, we're right back into it. Bit of an introductory week this week to start kind of introducing work capacity, introducing more volume again to kind of get my work capacity back up, and yeah, let's just bring it to the World Championships. So thanks for watching, thanks for your support, I hope you're doing well, and I'll speak to all you guys next time.